I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and immediately I do my morning routine starting off with 50 push-ups because you gotta discipline your mind. I don't make morning coffee because caffeine is for the weak. I meditate for 30 minutes straight, then I hit the gym for 2 hours, followed by a protein-infused breakfast. I sit down to study for 3 hours straight, intensely focused. Then I have my lunch and take an exactly 25-minute nap. At 3 p.m. I head to the library to do some work for another 3 hours before I come back home and work on my YouTube channel and website. And after dinner, I end the day by reading a book for 1 hour and have the most productive sleep ever. In case you guys haven't realized already, that was a parody. And the funniest part about it was I was not too far from trying to be like a person like that, and every weekend I'd just be beating myself up for not being as productive or as efficient as I could have been, and it was like fighting an uphill battle. The harder I tried, the worse my days became. And then I was quite literally forced to take a break as my parents brought me overseas for a hometown visit trip, and that changed a few fundamental key insights regarding productivity for me. So, in this video, I wish to share with you how a day in the life of self-improvement actually looks like. I had set an alarm for 6:30 a.m. but I felt I needed more rest, so I snoozed it and set another alarm for 7:30 a.m. and honored the promise I kept to myself, waking up at that time. Then, after brushing my teeth and drinking some water, I sat down to get some schoolwork done. And I do this the first thing in the morning because it's my time of peak concentration. I like to study for 90 minutes in one block, take a shower, have my breakfast, and then get another 90-minute block of work done. Now that I have done about 3 hours of deep work first thing in the morning, I notice that my energy levels naturally start to dip in the early afternoon, and I still don't want to stay unproductive and waste my time by like watching TV or scroll on social media unnecessarily. So I like to work on what is called shallow work, or low effort tasks like filing in my assignments, replying back to emails and messages, and filling in forms that need to be submitted back to school. So that way I don't waste my time and I can still stay somewhat productive by working on unimportant tasks, even though I can't concentrate fully. Then, after a quick lunch, I take a 45-minute nap because the afternoon slump is when I feel the laziest, and it seems to be a natural kind of thing. Quick fact, Einstein prioritized sleep so much that he slept 10 hours a night and had daytime naps as well. Then, after feeling refreshed from my nap, I wake up at about 4 p.m. and get one last 90-minute block of deep work done. This is most of the time usually just schoolwork, but sometimes it's working on my YouTube channel or website as well. Then, I get in my prayers and go to the gym. At the gym, I lift weights, run, stretch, and de-stress as much as I can. Hours of leading a sedentary lifestyle are offset by a few hours in the gym every week. Don't forget to get your workouts in. Once I finish my workout, I take a shower, eat my dinner, and then I make sure that I have a solid to-do list planned out for the following week because, of course, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So that's that. I'm definitely not the kind of guy who's biologically optimized to achieve maximum productivity for every single second, but a few months ago I did in fact try to be that productive machine, but then since I tried to plan every second of my day out and then I wake up, I do some stuff, something will always get in the way of my perfectly scheduled day, and then I get pissed off and demotivated that things were not going according to plan, and I just slack off the rest of the day scrolling on my phone or playing games or whatever I could do. And I realized that this was detrimental because it was not consistent. I couldn't stick to a routine, and that meant that I could not make progress to my goals. So, what did I do? I tried to ask myself, how can I simplify this? How can I simplify my routine and make sure that I can stick to it even 10 years into the future? And this is what came out of it. I wake up in the morning, I do deep work, then I do some shallow work in the early afternoon, I eat, I take a nap if I have to, then I do some deep work again, I go to the gym, I come back, I shower, I eat, and then I meditate, pray, sleep. You can literally count the number of steps that I do in a day within both hands. Like, that's the key to sticking to any routine, and that's what's going to get you ahead in your goals. And yeah, that's about it. So here's the key takeaway. Keep it simple, keep it sustainable and consistent, and that's how you build a daily routine that can last for the decades to come. Now go do some work and manifest. This is your fellow student, signing out. And on one of the days that I was bored, I vividly remember drawing this abomination here.